Highway, Eddie House Marks. We love you, fam. We love you, fam, from United States. Cool motherfucker, fam.
Welcome back to another video on the channel Black and White Banter. It's a very different one. I cannot wait. Just arrived at Newcastle Airport, and that's right, we're going to America, baby. Just about to check in. Oh, this is going to be magical. I've been excited for this trip all year. This is a treat from me to me, watching my team around the United States, a country that's a second home for me because I've worked over there a lot of years. I can't wait to get on that plane, get a couple of hot dogs, get a couple of pints of Bud Light, and meet so many amazing people across this week. And I've just had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Joelinton. So don't worry, Newcastle fans, he is coming. He did explain to me the visa hold-up was because the Americans didn't believe that much of a shithouse could be a human being, so they just needed him to prove that he was actually a human specimen. Absolutely amazing to meet him, one of my favourite players. That's a good start to the trip, so I'm going to get checked in. Of course I'm going to get a Greggs, because you don't come to Newcastle Airport without getting a Greggs. It's rude. I'm going to get checked in. Newcastle, Heathrow, New York. And let's get this trip started. However, lads. Give us a smile. For a vlog? Hey, for a vlog, there you go. There you go. Thank you very much. That's one flight down, one to go, and the airport pints have finally flown. I thought I'd get Bud Light and get in the mood for what I'm about to sample over there. Piss water. It's not the nicest, but it'll probably keep us right before free drinks on the plane. I got in a really random conversation from Newcastle to Heathrow with a lady who's going to an £8 million wedding in Buckinghamshire, but she told me that she has adopted DeAndre Yedlin's dog. If you remember, he had this big pit bull when he was at Newcastle, Simba. He was even on the front of a programme, she reminded me. And she adopted him when he moved to America to play over there. The dog couldn't go. She told me that he still rides skateboards, and I was looking at her like, what the hell are you talking like DeAndre Yedlin's dog doesn't mean that much to me, but what random conversation. So apparently the dog still gets noticed in Newcastle when she's out. I don't know whether she'd had one or two of them, I don't know, but yeah, it's funny who you get talking to, DeAndre Yedlin's dog. Also, why does Newcastle Airport not have a club shop? I would have bought that new strip today, which looks beautiful to take over to the United States, but instead, I'm going to have to wait till I get back. We need a club shop in there because we'd probably sell shit tons. The only thing I could find was a JD, and they weren't getting the new strip in on launch day. Never mind, one more flight down. Can't believe I've met Joelinton. What a weird start of the trip. And then I've got the backstory on a pit bull that was a former Newcastle celebrity, apparently. Long may these random scenarios keep happening. On to New York we go. I can almost smell the Times Square hot dogs. Bring it on, ladies and gents. Bring it on. And yes, before anyone asks, I am in a Wetherspoons, because if there's a Wetherspoons in an airport and you're not going, I'm sorry, but you're just not British. £5 for an airport pint, I will take that all day. Time to relax. And yes, I got a spare seat next to us. Up the mags. Time to get a few beers down my neck, chill out. Last leg of the journey. Let's get over to New York. And more importantly, let's get over to Times Square. I think even Dan Byrne would be happy with this leg room. Happy days. And I think the flying conditions on this flight are going to be wet. But I can't see Jaeger bombs on there, which is a bit of a concern. So I'm going to have to speak to one of the members of staff about that and get that corrected very, very quickly. I think I'll have one of each for the next 7 hours. I mean, I would have preferred a Greggs sausage roll, but this will have to do. I've got a Newcastle fan behind me. I've got a Newcastle fan in front of me. We literally take over everywhere we go. I've even got Wi-Fi up here. Could not be happier. I'm going to stick a film on, get a few cans and a couple of gin fizzers. Don't even think I like gin, but when in Rome, almost there. Last leg of the journey. I'll see you on the flip side. Driving down the wing, Gordon makes the Geordie sing. We're all landing in New York. Yes, we've landed, finally landed. I've just had to stand in a very, very long queue to get through security. My God, it was very long. But I had two lovely Newcastle fans in the line entertaining us all the way, talking about the Philly game who they both go to. Small world, but that kept us entertained. Here's Adam. He's kept us entertained in that queue, as I was just saying. You
Hello, Geordie.
Go to the Philly game tomorrow, aren't you?
Yep.
Tomorrow, Sunday.
Aye.
Here for a week, and we've both agreed straight to the pub tonight.
Excellent.
This man has made an awful line a bit more bearable. No matter where you go, Newcastle fans take over everywhere they go. Happy days. Anyone for Eddie Howe's mags? Anyone at all for Eddie Howe's mags? No, there's no one for Eddie Howe's mags. Right, I've just arrived in Penn Station, finally touched down. The trip is pretty much done, but I've spent the whole journey travelling with this lovely lady, Lisa. She actually bought my ticket for the train for me, which is absolutely amazing. She's pretty much directed me here because I wouldn't have made it otherwise. And she's from Florida, and she's just a lovely lady. Would you like to say anything to my Black and White Banter blog?
It's been wonderful, Matthew, meeting Matthew and bringing him to Penn Station, and it's nice to see you all of you guys.
And which page should you follow on Facebook and Instagram? What's the name?
Gosh.
Oh, come on, don't let me down on this one.
I can't remember.
Black and white.
Black and white.
Black and white fun.
Follow black and white.
There we go. We got there in the end. Amazing woman. Right, I've finally just got to be Rube in New York. Now, admittedly, on this trip, I've got some really nice places booked. Like Philadelphia, I've got a private 2-bedroom apartment with an American that I've never met, that I'm going to meet up with tomorrow for the first time. Atlanta, I've got a private apartment to myself. New York, New Jersey, I'm going to be in a Hilton near the Red Bull Arena. But this one night in New York before driving to Philly tomorrow was booked quite last minute. So I didn't want to spend stupid money, and there wasn't much left. Now, I am right next to Times Square, which is nice, but for like 85 quid, it hasn't got me very much. But it'll do, and it's a place to put my head down. I'm going to be straight out because it's fucking red hot. Absolutely red hot. I'll quickly show you the place, but this is not a hotel review vlog. There's other channels you can go to for that. This is Black and White Banter. It's not 4 in a bed. But it hasn't got us very much. But to be so close to Times Square is pretty cool. Which brings me on to where I am going to go next. The flag needs unleashing from the suitcase, and I want that photo in Times Square with Eddie Howe's mags and Black and White Banter waving the flag proud. So I'm going to get that over there. I'm going to hopefully meet up with a mate tonight for a few pints and just see where tonight takes us. I should have an early night, but will I have an early night? Let's just see. I mean, it does a job. Bed, charger sockets, window, aircon, shared kitchen area. It does a job, but that's what 85 quid last minute in New York gets you, and that's as far as the hotel vlogs for me are going to come.
I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York.
I've been lucky enough to come to New York quite a few times because I've worked over here, but no matter how many times you come walking into Times Square, even if it's the 7th or 8th time, it's still fucking amazing. The place is nuts. I've been here 5 minutes, I've been offered, I've had 2 women with the tits out basically come up to us and ask for a photo. I've been approached by superheroes, I've been given someone's CD to listen to. I've had a bloke reluctantly take a photo of us with my flag, which I needed the flag photo in the middle of Times Square. And it's just a bit overwhelming, but it's absolutely incredible. I just love America. I've always had an affiliation. It's a second home for us, this place. And Times Square is just, it's a different planet. But it is finally time, I think, to go and sink a few beers. I'm absolutely red hot. Shit, shower and shave, straight to the pub and get some decent scran down here.
Away, Eddie Howe's mugs. We love you, fam. We love you, fam, from United States. Cool motherfucker, fam.
How much him saying Eddie Howe's mags just cost me? $12. Told us he was going to do it for free, and then he surrounded us with his mates and made us pay on a card machine in the middle of the street to say Eddie Howe's Mags. So that wasn't fucking worth it. I've been offered CDs, I've been offered magic dust in the last 5 minutes. Times Square can get pretty overwhelming pretty quickly. And it's a sweatbox. Fan-fucking-tastic. Get me out of here and get me to that pub now. Why do your pints look like that? Why do they always look like that? Why is there no such thing as a head? Why does every pint in America look like a pint of cider? I don't understand. Literally everybody in this bar is just waiting for Messi to get brought on. Into Miami are playing, and all I've heard from any football fan that's seen my Newcastle shirt since I've got here is Messi, 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 Messi. Literally, there he is. There's the man himself. I should probably have a quiet night tonight. Busy day of travelling down to Philadelphia tomorrow. I should probably have a nice quiet one. Finish this pint, get myself home, get to bed. But I'm in New York. I don't really want to. See how this pint goes down first. See how this pint goes down, then we'll make the decision from there.
2 hours later.
Kenny, a striker from Sweden. First name's Alexander, and his surname's Isaac.
And that is me just about signing off. What a first day it has been on this trip. From meeting Joelinton first thing in the morning at Newcastle, discussing Joelinton's dog on a flight, pints in Times Square, and two-stepping the fuck out of that club to the point where I've got 2 holes in my shoes. It was never going to be a quiet one, was it? I'm probably going to regret it tomorrow. But I'll be totally honest, I don't like to do non-football related match vlogs, and this one, you know, football vlogs or any kind of video. This didn't really have too much football content, but I'm hoping you're enjoying coming on the ride with us of supporting Newcastle around the United States. So that's why I thought I'd just roll with this one and take you on the journey with us. It's been fucking amazing. I need to get into bed because tomorrow, that's when the serious stuff starts. Driving over to Philadelphia first thing, meeting up with the Philadelphia Toon Army, and then the following day is match day. So I'll see you on the next one. If you're enjoying these match vlogs, sorry, I keep saying match vlogs, just these USA vlogs, and you like the channel, do us a favour, Newcastle fans, drop down, whack that little like button, whack that subscribe, and get Black and White banter across all social media, because these videos are going to only keep coming and probably get a little bit stranger. I'm going to bed. I'll see you on the next one. Away the Yank Mags.